What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we're creating a simple sketch illustration of joy from inside out. For today's lesson we'll need some white paper and a pencil. I'll be drawing on the sketch pad with this 0.7mm mechanical pencil with a 2B graphite stick. Now you want to begin a drawing by blocking out the basic shapes of the head before we get into the details. So let's start by sketching a line coming down the center of our page. We're going to start at the very top in the middle. Just going to lightly work our way down the center, down towards the bottom. Now let's move back to the center and draw another line going across from left to right. Now you want to use these two lines to help us create a large circle in the center of our page to define the size of the head. So from that center point, let's just move up to right about here. We're going to mark off the top of our circle. And then we'll measure this line from the center down towards the bottom and do the same thing. Let's repeat this across this horizontal line. So measure the distance from the center over towards the left and then the right side. Now to create this circle, all we need to do is connect the center point of each mark with a curve. So let's start with the top left. We'll work our way around, and the circle doesn't have to be perfect. We just want to capture the right size and placement in the center of our page. We can always go back and just smooth this out. Now from here we want to locate the basic facial features. Let's start in the center with a circle. We go all the way around for the nose. We can always go back and modify the size later. Now from the outside of the nose on the left, we're going to step over, angle this up, and then out towards the side of our circle. Measure that same distance on the right and do the same thing. From the inside of that line, draw a straight line going up towards the top of the head on both sides. Now I want to locate the top of the eyes. So from the top of our circle, we're going to step down to right about here. Draw a straight line going across from left to right. And this will help us balance out the size of the eyes. Let's go back down towards this point, step in. Now I want to draw an oval for the eye, coming in towards that line, go up towards the top line, round this out towards the side, and then back in towards that bottom angle. Let's do the same thing on the right, stepping out, coming in. Now you can bring this a little bit closer if we want to. So we just want to modify the shapes as we go, come in towards the bottom of the eye. Now let's go back to the bottom of the nose. We're going to step down, just going to curve the mouth, going out and then up to right about there. Do the same thing on the right. Let's go back to the left side. We're going to open up the mouth, coming down, across the middle, and back up. Now I want to go back to the eyes. We're going to draw the iris and pupil push towards the inside. So let's start on the left side. I'm going to draw a smaller oval, going up towards the top, come down the outside, and just bend that back in. We'll do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to move down and just block out the neck and the body. Let's leave a gap in the center, draw two straight lines coming down the side of the neck. Now right here, it's going to bend the shoulder, coming down and out on both sides. I'm just going to curve this down towards the side of the arms. Now from the top of the head, we just want to bulk out the hair. Let's start from the eye line on the left side. We're going to bend this up. Go across the middle, come down, and it's going to bend this in towards the side of the head. Let's go over to the left side, step up, draw on the left side, coming around, come down, and just bend that back in. Now I want to draw those hair bangs going across. Let's start back on the left side. We're going to go up around the eye, add a point, go back up. Let's add a larger point coming down towards the right, and then bend that back up towards the top. On the side, it's curving the opposite direction on top of the right eye. Bend that up, come across, and then back up. Now right here, it's going to come around the side of the head and just add a point. Now let's go back down and draw in the collar with a curve from left to right. Step down, angle this down and in, and come straight down. Now we're going to add those points along the left side of the head. Let's just go up and down, add a longer point in the middle, and one more on the right. Now that you have the rough sketch in place, we want to go back and clean this up by erasing some of these guidelines. Now with our clean sketch in place, we can identify the areas that we want to modify. So with the eyes, we're just going to pull this in a little bit closer. So I want to start back in the center with the nose. So I'm just going to draw the top edge. So I'm going to pull this in to a rounded point in the center of the nose along the top. Round this out, and then come down along the side. Now we're just adding some thick and thin lines as we go. Add some thickness along the top. Now along the bottom, I'm just going to lightly trace out the bottom edge of the nose, going up and out. Now going back to the left side, I'm just going to pull the eyes in a little bit closer in the middle, and then work our way up towards the top of the eye. We're going to thicken up the eyelids. Starting from the bottom left, go a little bit thicker along the top. And we'll just taper that towards the inside. And for the bottom of the eye, just taper that in towards the middle. Just add a fold bracket on the corners of the mouth. Just going to fade that out. So blend that out towards the side. Now it's going to lightly add the upper lip. Just going to trace out the mouth, coming in towards the middle, and back up towards the right. And I want to do the same thing with the lower lip. Just tracing the mouth, and down, and then up. And I'll come back and just shade that in after. Now in the center, it's going to add a light guideline for the teeth. Going across, just darken that up. I'm going to add a small notch in the center to separate the tooth. And then bend that up towards the side. And we're just going to work our way across the hair. We can add a little bit of texture along the bottom edge. A couple overlaps. Some more texture on the side. Now separate those points across the top of the head. And just adding some more texture. Now when we go back, just modify the size and shape of the iris along the outside. We'll start off a little bit lighter first, and then darken that up. Now we're just going to do one final cleanup before we add some more detail. Now in the center of the iris, it's going to draw a smaller oval right in the center for the pupil. So again, just starting off lighter, just to make sure we get them right in the middle. And you can go in and just darken that up on the outside. Now I'm just going to darken up the center of the pupil. And then on the top left side of each eye, I'm going to add a small highlight circle. And we're going to move down and just fill in the inside of the mouth going around the teeth. I'm going to switch to the side edge of my 2mm pencil and start adding some shading to the lips. Just going to darken up the outside and just fade that in towards the middle. I'm going to catch a little bit of a highlight in the center of the lip. And we're going to darken up the top of the iris going around that highlight. And you want to gradually fade that down towards the bottom to create a little bit of a glare. Let's go back and clean that up. I'm just going to add a little bit of shadow along the bottom of the nose and then fade that out. I just want to enhance some of the tones and texture inside the hair. Just using the side edge of our pencil. And just working with the curve of the hair, going out from the center. It's going to add a subtle reflection across the bottom edge of the head. So just leaving a little bit of a highlight on the edge, and then fading this across. Just adding a shadow along the bottom of the neck, cast from the head. Now, as we get closer to the end, we're just going to tighten up our shadows and detail it, and always be sure to sign our artwork. And that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of Joy from Inside Out. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single day. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.